morning and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Nigel Clark and I'm here with you this morning to demonstrate how Talaris Nutrilabel, in association with Epson Colourworks printers, can help you adapt your business to the forthcoming changes to pre-packed direct sale food labelling. With the implementation of Natasha's Law coming into force across Wales, England and Northern Ireland on October the 1st of this year. To begin this webinar, I will outline Natasha's Law, looking at how it will affect the food services industries as these changes are rolled out, and how companies can implement these changes to their businesses, working to accommodate these new practices over the next 3 months, and how Talaris can help you. I will then demonstrate the unique benefits of our Nutrilabel software when it comes to implementing the aforementioned changes, and how, working in partnership with Epson, you can streamline your business, simplifying the labelling of your products and ultimately protect your customers. Lastly, I will open the webinar up to a question and answer session, so please feel free to take notes throughout and send your questions across to me at the end of this presentation. Thank you, and let's begin. As of the 1st of October 2021, the UK government is enforcing new legislation, mandating that all companies that produce PPDS foods, pre-packed food on site for direct sale, must now include labelling covering a full list of ingredients and allergens that are present in the food produced. This significant change in legislation to provide further protection and potentially life-saving information to food allergy sufferers in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, allowing those affected to make safer, more informed choices. PPDS foods, or pre-packed for direct sale foods, are food items which are produced, packaged and sold to consumers. Notably, these are food items packaged before being ordered or selected. Relevant food items can include all bakery products and sandwiches, burgers and sausages produced and pre-packaged by a butcher on their premises, fast food items packaged before being ordered, free food samples such as cookies or snacks which are pre-packed on site, items produced and packaged at an operator's facility but sold at their own market stall or mobile venue, on-packaged foods such as salads, pizzas and rotisserie chicken. Many current venues where food is currently produced on site, such as schools, hospitals and care homes, will also be expected to accommodate these changes. All food items that are not supplied in any type of packaging, or that are packaged after being directly ordered by the customer and do not require a label with the name, ingredients and allergens indicated. Although of course these items can still have this information supplied. A good process for accessing your food definition is to use the following chart available from the Food Standards Agency. Is the food presented to the consumer in packaging? Is it packaged before the consumer or orders it? Is it packaged at the same place it is sold? If the answer is yes to all three, then your food items are PPDS and require a revised labelling. For clarification, the FSA defines the following. For food to be considered packaged, it must be fully or partly enclosed by packaging and cannot be altered without opening or changing the packaging in some way, and be ready for sale to the customer. Food packaged at the same place includes food packaged by the same food business and sold at a temporary or mobile site, such as a food truck or market stall. Food packaged and offered at different units by the same business in one building complex, such as an airport or shopping centre. In the absence of suitable labelling, allergen information should be provided by another method, such as orally or by signage installed on the premises. Pre-packed food that is provided by a third-party supplier will require comprehensive full labelling, including the full ingredient list and all allergens stated. Food producers are also expected to include any allergens present on site where these products are produced, where the risk of cross-contamination is possible regardless of inclusion in the product. To comply with Natasha's Law, PPDS food items must include the name of the product, food ingredient list, with all the 14 allergens declared within the ingredients. Most often, these are in bold, but they can also be shown in a different colour, provided they are highlighted within the ingredients. All labelling needs to be in line with the existing legal requirements that apply to naming the product and listing ingredients. If you remain unsure of how Natasha's Law affects your company, please check where we have links to various documents, government websites, including the Food Standards Agency, or with the further information that explains in detail what the new legislation. If you have any further questions relating directly to Natasha's Law or your own products, I will be happy to answer these during our questions and answer session that follows shortly. Talaris NutriLabel will enable you to respond efficiently to changes in your production cycle, produce pipeline and customer requirements. Whether managing unforeseen changes in your ingredient supply chain or branded labels for a seasonal promotion such as Easter, Talaris NutriLabel affords you significant flexibility, allowing your business to respond quickly and dynamically to everyday changes. Talaris NutriLabel has been built from the ground up to cater for the diverse, variable nature of the food packaging and labelling industries. As part of the software design, we sought to simplify and manage all the ingredients, allergens, and nutritional data that traditionally has required high degrees of labour and a lack of flexibility with label production and stock management. As an example, you will see here how changing a label for a flour supplier can be implemented quickly with limited label wastage. No leftover or redundant label stock, and most importantly, accurate labelling information for the safety of the consumer. Our new label number of bespoke attributes to help your business produce high quality labels. These include customer created bespoke nutritional database, including nutrients database, FIR compliance, auto generation of NutriTables and ingredients. Customers or clients initially populate the NutriLabel database with their own specific product information. This is the ingredients that your products are made with and their core nutritional values. These ingredients are then added with their weights to a product. This gives you a complete ingredient declaration with quiz values and full nutritional breakdown. Core elements of this section of our software include all your ingredients and product data easily edited whenever required. The product database can also contain lots of other additional information, cooking and storage information, barcodes, product images and specification sheets. Automatic allergen detection. NutriLabel has an allergen database that constantly checks your products for ingredients containing the 14 allergens and will automatically highlight these allergens within all of your product's ingredients. The database can be edited for any future additions or for your own company's preferences. In addition to establishing your bespoke nutritional database, and arguably, more importantly, in regards to Natasha's Law, you can also see when you add all the necessary compound ingredients to a product, all the required allergens are highlighted automatically in bold. Talaris NutriLabel has auto detection of the recognised 14 allergens. Any further government recognised allergens will be included in the NutriLabel updates, as and when these are implemented across our industry. Custom-made specification sheets. Talaris NutriLabel can generate custom product specification sheets for your products, whether these are for the production line or supplying to customers and consumers. These can contain all the data relating to your product, along with images relating to production. Product images. Images of your products can be added to a specification sheet, providing a guide to your workforce as to how a product should look and be prepared. Additional options also include printing menus or marketing materials, or for automatically adding the images to a printed label. Barcodes. NutriLabel includes all types of barcodes, whether it is the UK standard EAN 13, stock control EAN 128, and even QR barcodes for any information or website link. These can be added manually or automatically to a product and updated as your product line changes. Product import for food data handling software. Talaris NutriLabel currently links with Saffron and SciBake, allowing you to import all your food data from these essential software packages directly into your NutriLabel database. We work directly with Saffron and SciBake to make sure your data is safely and correctly imported. This streamlines the integration process and allows you to keep all aspects of your business up to date. User account control. The Talaris NutriLabel software has full management control whether it is used at 1 or 100 sites, with individual user accounts and multiple tiers of access, editing and printing restrictions. Accounts can be set up for multiple users, ensuring only the correct employees are adding or editing, designing ranges, and of course, printing your labels. Comprehensive label designer. Our bespoke label designer gives you, the user, an easy interface to design your own labels, incorporating your own style and company branding, with all the necessary legal information included. This allows you to create eye-catching labels quickly and efficiently, working responsively to changes in your market and reacting to industry-wide developments such as Natasha's Law, with both limited downtime and significantly reduced overheads and label wastage. The Label Designer is a very comprehensive section of our software and too in-depth to cover thoroughly in this webinar. However, as you can see in this demonstration, we have a label set up with all the necessary information required. You can clearly see the ingredients with the allergens indicated in bold, the nutritional values on the back of pack shown in the table, and our front of pack with an automatically generated GDA graphic element. One of the many exciting aspects of the print setups is how, using fields, we can automatically draw in a selection of elements, automatically generating labels with images, nutrition information with automatic allergen detection, GDAs and price changes, with all variables unique to each product. Additionally, lots more information, symbols and graphics can be added to any design and can achieve a high quality retail label that can be printed through Epson's excellent range of colour label printers. Printing with NutriLabel software. When it comes to printing your products onto self-adhesive labels, our print applications give you all the tools you require to print efficiently and with all the correct data. Our software affords total flexibility in printing your product labels, allowing you to change many variables including prices, use by dates, sequential numbering codes at the point of print. The print options for NutriLabel are extensive and allow your labeling at the point of print. You will see as we move through the examples, using just the print screen options, you can select and adjust multiple variables for your label, including options such as quantity, prices, and spoilage days. Here on the following screen, adjust the print order, pause function, and set the manufacture date. This next screen shows your print jobs in order and provides a visual representation of what is to be printed. Then we send to print. Here at Talaris, we are working in partnership with Epson to deliver high quality, affordable, dynamic label printing. The labels we have produced throughout this presentation have all been printed on the C7500, the flagship of Epson Colourworks' current printer lineup. The C7500 offers the highest quality with a print speed unparalleled for a 4-colour label printer. From a cost per label point of view, this is an exceptionally affordable option once the initial outlay has been offset. Epson provides a range of printers that suit every application, with models being added and updated constantly. The range begins with the affordable C3500, which delivers press quality at an affordable price. We have found that for a number of our clients, this meets their primary criteria: great quality label at a price point that is affordable, with an output that is efficient. Recently added, the new C6000 range allows labels of up to 200 mm to be printed, which can also be of any length on a continuous roll if required. The model has found favour with wine and drink manufacturers, with the material size proving perfect for bottle. The C6000 range also comes in 2 models, with the standard auto cutter labels sitting alongside an auto peeler model for automated and production line label printing. The C6000 lineup comes in 2 widths, 4 or 8 inches, with either gloss or matte option. NutriLabel will also work on all sheet format printers, including Epson's brilliant EcoTank range and all thermal label printers. Hopefully, this short demonstration has shown how our bespoke labelling software, Talaris NutriLabel, in conjunction with Epson's range of Colourworks printers, can transform your label management, from ingredients and allergen declarations to reduced label inventory, stock management and flexibility, allowing you to manage your products and produce your labels with all the necessary legal information, focusing on your customers' well-being. We are more than happy after this website for further demonstrations, whether it is your premises or via digital platforms. More than happy to now answer further questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel, very much. We've got quite a few questions come in throughout that. The first one is, can we send a link to show the video again after the webinar? So there's two ways we can do that. One is to if they provide the email address in the Q&A box, or alternatively, the link that was used to join the webinar today will become the rewatch link after this event. So that one was for me. Nigel, some questions for you. What range of material or paper finishes can be used in the Epson printers?
There's a huge range of label finishes, label papers and finishes that can be used. We can use matte labels through the Epson, a gloss label, even through to we can even do a clear range and metallic range. So all labels that currently are used for products can be used through the Epson printers.
Excellent. One that's been asked a couple of times is the ink food safe?
It is, yes. The ink is food safe. It's an encapsulated ink, so it's been deemed safe to be used on food products. Yes.
Good. Can the Talaris software be networked?
It can, yes. We have an installable version which can be installed as a server on a standalone PC or a server, and then can be networked, and many client versions can be linked up to that. We're also releasing our cloud version soon, which will take the database from the cloud, so many sites can be linked up to that database on a cloud.
Excellent. And I guess this is linked to that question. Can more than one person use the software at the same time?
Oh yes, many people can use the software at the same time. It was written to enable this in today's modern times, where many employees want to be linked to the same database. That can happen easily and efficiently. Yes.
Okay. Another question: do you have to let the labels dry?
No. That was one thing years ago when we first received our demonstration printer from Epson. Well, not very surprised, but it dried immediately from coming out the printer, which I think is fantastic. So there's no need to leave the labels on the side for drying time after, and they can be rewound straight from the printer.
Good. And also kind of connected, is the ink affected by water or moisture?
Yes, because it's an encapsulated ink. We've done many tests like this because a lot of our customers are food manufacturers that put their products into a fridge or into a freezer. We did many tests before sending this out to customers, and yes, it's impervious to moisture. The ink doesn't, if it gets wet or if it gets damp, it doesn't run. It doesn't affect the quality of the print at all.
Brilliant. Okay. Do Talaris provide training on the software?
Yes, we have full training materials, a manual. Our new website will be up soon with YouTube videos, little snippets of training. But we also give training on site to customers. So it's a constant ongoing training and help from us with the software.
Brilliant. And finally, the $1 million question, hopefully not, how much is the Talaris software?
Well, it all depends. It depends on how many sites. So what we usually do, we usually speak to the customer. It is very cost effective option. It's not in the hundreds of pounds per installation. It's usually down to customer, how many sites, how many users. However, we do give full information to the customer beforehand and let them know full prices.
So perhaps if they contact you after the event would probably be a better way to communicate that.
Yes. Because all applications are different, we do take a more personal approach to it and give more personal prices. We find that easier rather than giving one global price.
Very good. Okay, so the answer to that question is please contact Wessex Labels, Nigel Clark, Sales Manager. That's exhausted the questions I've got. Oh, how much more expensive is colour printing than just printing in black and white? I can answer that one if you like. We have done comparisons in the past at Epson with the comparison or the cost of ownership or the cost of printing labels, and Wessex will have a cost per label tool, so you can actually do a direct comparison to your existing printing solution using the Epson cost per label tool to see what the difference is, and more often than not it comes up as extremely competitive, and the benefits from instant or bespoke colour label printing is usually worth any extra cost. And that has exhausted the questions, so if we'll give you about 20 seconds to, if anybody has any more questions, to put them in the Q&A box. Nigel, did you want to add anything to that?
I was just going to add on to what you're saying. The Epson Ink Calculator is a brilliant tool. We've used that lots of times in the past. And what we do where it comes to giving our customers quotation and prices, we can take a design from a prospective customer, run that through the ink tooling costs, and give that before any decision is made on labels or on software at all. We like to give a full price comparison before the customer makes any decision.
Excellent. Well, I do think that's probably it for the questions. So that leaves me just to say thank you very much to everyone who's attended, and thank you to Nigel and Wessex Labels for providing the information.
Thank you. And thank you.